Someone is standing in the doorway to my room. Hey, Kayla, is Virginia with you? No, sorry. Too bad. It's just, I bought all this candy on vacation and it's too much for me to eat. So I figured she might want it. Well, do you want a jelly bean? He holds up a bag of red and yellow candy. Yeah, I'll take a red jelly bean. He shakes a little red bean into my palm and I pop it into my mouth. What? Tastes like bacon! Yeah, and the yellow ones are mustard. April Fool. Oh, it's April Fool's. Joke's on you! I happen to like bacon. Okay, I fell for that. Dogs. One moment. Okay, much better. Study, because I gotta get my smart back up. It's a nice day, so I decide to go for a walk outside. Plenty of other people have had the same idea. I can see a couple of girls, horses by the capes, out for a jog in the distance. I mean, it's hard to jog in robes and capes. And there's a small group of people up ahead having a discussion. No, an argument. Did that guy just shove somebody? I walk closer to see what's going on, because I'm nosy. Mindless, violent twit? Then no, I don't. Well. Kyo, please, just let it go. What's he got that I haven't got, huh? He's my friend, that's all. Oh boy. Which means he listens to me. Maybe that's a new concept for you, listening to what a lady actually says? Whoa. Shut your face. Please, just leave me alone. This is so embarrassing. You're the one making a fool out of me. I've done everything for you, and you just throw it back in my face. I'm not... You're killing me. You are killing me. Is that what you want? Is that what it takes to make you happy? Oh my god, dramatic. No! Because that's what's going to happen, isn't it? You're not leaving me any choice. Admit it. You know what, Kyo? I don't want to hear your shit. Man, back off. Fix your own problems. Kyo glares at the two of them, his lips curling in distaste. Next time, you're not getting in the way. His fists still clenched, Kyo turns and walks away from Minnie and Jacob, which means, purely by accident, that he's walking towards me. Hi, Kyo? Get out of my way. Listen, you need to relax. I tag along after Kyo as he blusters past. I heard what happened. Nothing happened. What should I say to him? Seriously, just everybody needs to chill out, talk, breathe. You gotta be patient. Don't get angry and yell at her. You'll scare her off. What am I supposed to do? Just wait for her. Don't chase after her all the time. Let her come to you. If you don't give her space, she can't miss you. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm giving her all the power, and I'm the one who has the power, so she should come to me. That's... okay, sure. She should beg me. Thanks, Kayla. Oops. You know what? Whatever makes you happy. He looks less angry now, but did I do the right thing? You know, it's true, though. It's true. It's not... If she likes him, then she should come to him. He's already let it know that he likes her. He shouldn't have to try to force her to like him. Focus on some others. Middle of the night, someone bangs on the door. Wake up! Everybody come to the gym! What's going on? It's storming outside. What? Is there a tornado? No, it's the thunder dance! What? Get your shoes on. We have to stomp. Yeah, and you don't want to stomp without shoes. Apparently, during the first thunderstorm of April, we're required to dance around and scream and basically make as much noise as possible. Which is sort of fun, but having been woken up in the middle of the night middle of my sleep cycle, I feel dizzy, and everything seems a bit surreal. Dark shapes flutter around me, illuminated by the occasional spark of lightning and later fire. Fire dancing. We're shooed to the safety of the walls, while a few of the upperclassmen take turns waving fire around themselves as they twist and spin. I can't see how they're doing it. Is the fire attached to anything, or are they controlling it solely with their minds? William turns out to be the one of the best, keeping multiple streams of fire whipping dangerously around his limbs. Those skills must be terrifying in a duel. But for the rest of us, there's only stomping and howling until we collapse from exhaustion and finally can go back to bed. I need more sleep. Oh, how fun! That sounds like you could totally do stuff like that. Can't fire dance. That'd be too cool. First storm in April, huh? On Saturday... I guess I can go to the mall. If nothing else, just because I need to lower my, stress. There. It's a lovely day, so I go for a walk around the campus. In the distance, I can see Kyo and Minnie walking arm in arm. I guess they made up. Duck! I dodge quickly as something flies overhead. Whoops, sorry about that. She retrieves her soccer ball. It's still a lot easier to control that with my foot than with a spell. Well, you've got 3 more years of classes to work on it, right? True. Come, kick some goals with me? Sure, I guess. Magic must not mature until you're like 16 or something for them to start you off as freshmen at 16. Soon enough, our freshman year will be over. Or maybe they just wanted you to be more mature for what they were doing in your, or for this dating sim. That sounds more likely. 14-year-olds are hard to work with. Sleep. Again, red, black, green, white. I noticed that Ellen is still in bed, well after her usual time to get up on a weekday. Are you feeling okay? I'm fine. I'm just staying in today. You're slacking off? Maybe I'm rubbing off on you. Today is Good Friday. Oh. Oh. That's not an official holiday here, though. It's not an official holiday anywhere. I know. I just thought it would be nice to have a quiet day. I guess that makes sense. Did you hear? Hear what? There's a rumor that Damien's been seen around town. What? I thought he was supposed to be gone forever. Well, he can't go back to campus, obviously. But he could be out there somewhere. I sit down on my bed, my pulse racing. Damien. Maybe Kayla shouldn't go out tomorrow. What? What? Well, if he's lurking around somewhere, then it could be dangerous for you to go to the mall. I hope he does come to the mall. Then we could kick his ass. Thank you, Virginia. Yeah, she's still my friend, I guess. It might not even be him. It's just a rumor. Yeah, how many Cambions do you know walking around? On Saturday morning, the mail and allowances are delivered. There's a letter for me. No return address marked, but it might be something from my parents working out the final details for my new dress. I open the letter and my heart leaps into my throat. What have you got there? Nothing. Measurements. Eh? Good, that lost her interest. I need some time to look this over before I can figure out how to respond, even to my roommates. It's a letter from Damien. He has some nerve contacting me. Jerk. I put some space between myself and my helpful roommates before daring to take a closer look. It's nothing like the pretty little note he sent me before. This paper is nearly worn through in places where it's been scribbled on and then vigorously erased. Kayla, you should have every reason to despise me. I've had to live like this and I can't stand myself. I failed at everything, more than you know. I couldn't kill you. Don't believe that I'm innocent, because I'm not. I wanted you dead. I should have killed you. Everything I said about dying was a lie, but you've poisoned me inside all the same. I have to see you. I need to talk to you. Please. I'm going mad. I've tried to reach the school, but I can't. I must see you. You have to come to me. You must feel this way too. I'll be waiting for you tomorrow in the woods beyond the gate. You can reach them on foot. I swear by the earth and ancestor and spirit, if you come to me tomorrow, I will not harm you. Damien, your promises don't mean that much. Swear by whatever you want, but yours in agony, Damien. Who does he think he is? Writing to me like this, messing with my mind! What am I going to do? I'll think about it. What he tried to do to me before, he could only do because he had my consent. He'll never have that again. He swore a solemn oath that he won't harm me, and I need to know the truth. If Damien is even capable of telling the truth. I'm not sure that I'm making the right decision. I'm not sure there is a right decision. But if I don't go to him tomorrow, I'll always wonder. For today, I'm just going to think about it. And tomorrow is tomorrow. I'm so stupid! I'm so stupid! Stupid. A night of thinking about it hasn't made it easier. I didn't sleep well. My nerves gave me nightmares of blue hands reaching for me. Am I really going to do this? I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. Well, take a deep breath. Let it out. Tug my robe into place and wait until no one's watching. And then sneak away. I pick my way through bushes and grass, feeling a bit flush in the warm April sun, until I reach a clear area near the road. Hello? Is anyone here? Hello? Maybe I'm in the wrong place. Maybe he's not out here at all. Maybe this was just another trick. It's a trap! Excuse me. I hear rustling in the trees. Damien? He's still wearing his falcon cape and robes, but even though he's no longer a student. But those robes look like they've been through a war. They're ripped around the edges, spattered with mud, and speckled with stray leaves and twigs. His hair has gone stringy and lank, even his face is thinner. Kayla, what happened to you? Wait, don't tell me. You decided to roll in the mud before coming to meet me so that you'd look even more pathetic. I've been waiting for you. I'm gonna die. You couldn't have waited somewhere more comfortable? Still gonna die. I can't be around people right now, and I needed to see you. Well, you've seen me. I still like this girl. Spunk. He just stands there, staring at my face, and says nothing. What is wrong with you? Who do you think you are? You tried to kill me! No! What do you mean, no? I meant to, but I couldn't. I couldn't go through with it. You are such a liar. The only reason I'm not dead is that Professor Potsdam stopped you. That dotty old fool had nothing to do with it. Whoa. We've been playing cat and mouse for years. I knew she was watching me. I'd laid plans to obscure her scrying. She would have never found you in time. He shakes his fist in front of his face. Every drop of your magic would have been mine. Should have been mine. Except that you would have been gone. And I couldn't let that happen. How can you expect me to believe that? Because it's true. Every word you ever said was a lie. Haven't you ever heard that the truth makes the best lies? He sighs. I chose you from the beginning, because you're an innocent wild seed girl that would be easy to manipulate. I used every trick in the book to make you willing to do anything for me. It was not hard, trust me. But every story I told you had at least a little truth in it, because I like attention. Your unhappy childhood? The whole school being against you? You should know the truth there. Most of the school did hate me. It's only the reasons that I lied about. As for my childhood, I was a changeling in a sense. I was raised by humans cultists programmed to serve me. What? Why? It was all part of the plan. A demon raised in secret without a demon's weaknesses. Not that I knew that until I was older. Your soul was the coin I was meant to collect. Any witch's soul, willingly given. But I chose you, and that's where everything went wrong. All that time I spent to tie you to me, tied me to you as well. I became fond of your company. You expect me to believe that you set out to kill me and then you fell in love with me? Is that what this is? I don't even know. When I saw the look in your eyes that night, when that light started to fade, I wanted to die. I wanted to kill you and then myself. I screamed at you, but you wouldn't answer. I don't remember that. You were unconscious. I was so angry. I was shouting and punching things, and you just lay there, and I couldn't bear it. I couldn't go on. I stopped the bleeding. I blocked the flow. My entire life, everything I've been, everything my parents' slaves ever worked for, you made me throw it all away. Don't expect me to apologize for not being dead. You're nothing! You're an ugly human girl with only a scattering of magic and completely ignorant of the world. I wish you were dead. I wish I'd never met you. God, that's harsh. Hurts, Damien. Hurts. Don't you see what you've done? You've taken it all away. My slaves are gone. The school is gone. My kingdom is gone. I've been living in the woods because I have nothing else. Because of you. I've spent these past weeks half mad, wanting you to be mine, wanting you dead, not even knowing the difference sometimes. The only thought I could hold on to was that maybe you felt the same way. I love you, and I hate you, and I can't live without you. Oh my God, I know that feeling. So here I am, broken. I know I've hurt you. I've done terrible things to you. You have every right to be angry. You can hit me if you want. I won't fight back. I can't hurt you. Go on, hit me. Is this a trick? If I hit him, will something new and horrible happen to me? I can't trust him. I can't believe him. Even if he said the sun was hot, he'd probably be lying. The only way to know what's true is to know what he feels. And so I cast a spell of empathy, opening my senses to him. And all I feel is pain, like a wire stretched too tight, fraying and ready to explode into sparks. You're serious, aren't you? I don't know. Am I? It doesn't make a difference. I don't know what to do. You could tell me that you're turning over a new leaf and you're going to fight for good from now on? That's not even a good lie. What do you want from me? To know you still have feelings for me. To know that I'm not alone. I do! Because I'm stupid. I'm stupid and gullible and naive and I just want to be wanted. God damn it. I do care about you. I shouldn't, but I do. That's how I feel. I shouldn't love you, but I can't stop. There's no way to make things right between us. What you've done, nothing can make that okay. I don't expect you to forgive me, just knowing that you'll still talk to me. That's enough. You're a mess, aren't you? I guess I could use a shower. Among other things. Look, I should go. I'll write you again. I don't promise to answer. I don't care. Fine. Goodbye, Damien. Be well. With my hand on my heart, I take a deep breath and try to steady myself. It's not over between us. I can't forget, and neither can he. Wow! Wow! Okay, next week, go on with life. No biggie big. We're just gonna take all these classes from now on. I learned a new spell. Hello. Hi. He holds up a large coffee can, which has been wrapped in blue paper and decorated with patterns of glued-on pebbles. Inside the can are a bunch of loose dollars. I'm collecting funds for the Mayday ball. Would you like to contribute? The year's almost over, and you won't need your allowance for anything else. Yeah, sure. Take it all. I don't care. I have no use for monies. I'm out in the room, I find a little envelope with my name on it, and blue flowers. Must be a note from Damien, but how did it get here? Ooh, a new secret admirer? Let me see! Oh god! Wait! But before I can stop her, she snatches the envelope from my hands. Give that back! What's going on? She stole my mail! I'll give it back in a minute. She opens the envelope and pulls out a card. I cringe, hoping that he hasn't said anything too incriminating. Wait a minute, this card is blank. Phew. Serves you right, peeking at someone else's things. Sorry. I grab the envelope back and stuff it into my pocket. I better get some distance from these two before I take a closer look. I can't believe he would really send a blank letter. At first glance, the card inside is empty of text, but when I touch it, I see letters start to form. Dear Kayla, I'm doing better now. Seeing you was the splash of cold water I needed to drag myself from the waking nightmare I had been living. I had begun to assemble what remains of my resources and had taken a hotel room under an alias and a glamour. You should be pleased to hear that I have also had a shower and a meal. Although the food here is nothing compared to the Glen, I will need my strength in order to plan a new life now that everything's gone. I have keyed this letter to your blood so that it should appear blank to eavesdroppers. I will write it to you again soon. Yours, Damien. Well, I guess he's pulling himself together a bit now. That's good, right? I hope so. There's another message from Damien. This time I managed to get out of the way of prying eyes before I can see. Dear Kayla, I don't know what to do. I was meant to be the Prince of Demons, to ascend in power and carve out my own otherworld territory. I have sworn minions and alliances waiting for my call, and a castle of my own. Small and crude, only a starting point, but mine. But I can't bring you there alive, not for years until you have the strength. Would you like to live in a castle? I should have asked. I can live somewhere else, as long as you'll come to see me. I need you. I'll conquer the world for you if you want. Aww. Tell me how I can please you. I don't know what to do. Yours, Damien. I can't exactly tell him how to please me when he hasn't left a return address. I don't care! Just as long as he's willing to do anything for me. We're both willing to do anything for each other. That's what makes it such a good relationship. Oh my god, I love this man. And hate him, because he tried to kill me. It's complicated. Conquer the world for me, huh? I bet he'd kill people for me if I asked him to. Oh dear, he probably would. Well, I'd better get to class. He probably would. That's a good thing, though. I failed. Another note from Damien. Dear Kayla, would you like servants? I can give you that. Would you like jewels? Silk gowns? A seat in government? Would you like to see a unicorn? They don't often leave Otherworld, but one could be summoned. Dragons are easier. Are there enemies that you wish for me to punish? I could crush them or force them to worship you, whichever you'd like. Anything you'd like, if you will be mine. Yours, Damien. Oh my god, this man. He's psychotic. I love that. That's all you want. That's all I want. Somebody that wants, that is that obsessed with me. And then it's going to turn into like that thing in The Craft where he's like just psychotic because of her love spell. No, that's a bad thing. Let's not think of that. I'm starting to worry that he might think what he might think of next to impress me. I don't care, just being with him is enough. As long as he wants to be with me and not kill me. That's an important factor. When I look outside, I can't find a note anywhere. Did I miss it? Virginia didn't say anything about finding one. I hope he hasn't run off to do anything crazy. I don't have any enemies for him to enslave, at least. Yeah, that's probably a good thing. I'm doing pretty good with my magic, actually. There's a letter for me. No flowers this time, but I recognize Damien's handwriting. I stashed it in my pocket out of sight. I go to the library to find some privacy and quiet to look over my mail. This letter is different from the others. It is a full letter, not a card, and the top of the paper contains a return address at last. I can write back if I want to answer what he says. My love, you are that, don't you know? Oh my god, this writing is just so beautiful. My downfall, my greatest weakness, and my beloved. The sight of you brought me out of my madness, but brought me to a new danger, for you can crush me with but a word. I need you more than life. It was wrong of me to offer to crush your enemies, wasn't it? I shouldn't do such things, unless you want me to. I am not a good person, Kayla. I will never be a hero or a saint. My first impulses will always be cruel ones. I can accept that. But I can hold them back if you want me to. I need you to guide me. I need you to give me direction, or I am lost. You have torn my world apart, and only you can put it back together. I want to pledge myself to you, and only you. I want it to be public. I want everyone to see me kneel to you, to see that you have claimed me, and I have been defeated. And I belong to you. I want to be yours, as you are mine. But of course it is too soon for you to accept my eternal fealty. I would be happy with the next best thing. I would like to be your escort to the Mayday ball. Or Mayday ball. If you want to get married, right there. Unfortunately, there is a problem with that plan. I am no longer welcomed at the Iris Academy grounds. Will you fight my cause with Professor Potsdam? Yours always, Damien. I sigh and fan my face absently with his letter. Oh, Damien, traumatic as always. Is he really willing to face the whole school, most of whom hate him, some of whom would probably attack him on sight, to declare that he's my guy, for keeps? Or is this just a trick to get Professor Potsdam to lift the wards and let him back into the school? He's fooled me before. Do I even want to go to the ball with him? I still don't know what he is, not really. Some sort of prince of demons, used to dark servants and dark powers. And he wants to be mine, to do whatever I tell him. I could wield him like a weapon, or mold him into a better man. Yes! I'm stupid! I'm going to trust him because I'm stupid, and I love him. I believe in... That's my favorite type of guy, don't you know? The people that seem evil, that you can mold into kind of like a better person. It's been a string of them, but unfortunately, not like actual realistic people. It's always been like Vegeta, Hiei, those anime characters that are totally evil, but then poof. What? I still have bad tendency, but I fight for the good side. What? Yeah, those guys. It was Professor Potsdam who banished Damien from the school, because he was dangerous and evil, but surely she must believe in the power of love. No matter what other questions there might be, I think it's clear that he does love me. Oh! And if anybody hasn't read it, Murdoch, the guy who supposedly brought down King Arthur's reign, Vivian Vandel did a book on him, where it pretty much showed him in a different light, as not evil, but the guy who, he's willing to backstab and stuff like that, and the, knights don't like it, but he was totally played into trying to take over the kingdom. He just, I don't know, he didn't like being an outcast. He was a tortured soul. And, meh. Poof. Moving on. You want me to do what? I know it sounds strange, but... My Leveret, if I didn't know better, I would worry that he has cast a spell on you. Kinda. A little bit. Meh. Have you so soon forgotten that Mr. Ramsay nearly killed you? But he didn't. He couldn't. He had already changed his mind before you arrived. Even if you believed that, he wounded you badly. Perhaps he changed his mind. Perhaps he will change it again. Can you truly trust him? I don't know, but if he's really given up all of his evil plans and looking for a fresh start, don't you want to encourage that? He has had 4 years of second chances. I gave him every opportunity to abandon his scheme. You knew what he was planning to do? I know many things. You have kind of failed. I had my hopes for that young man and his future. But the line has been crossed, and I must not show him any support now. You said yourself Damien hasn't committed any crime. And I said myself that it did not matter. Not for me, and not for the school. Do you hear that, all of you? Oh. It's only at that point that I look around and realize that I have an audience. Other students staring at me as if they think I've lost my mind. I have lost my mind. Let's face it, I've lost my mind. There are acts for which being sorry is not good enough. Gaining the forgiveness of your victim is not good enough. Being technically legal is not good enough. You do not cross me. Little sparks fly from the ends of her multicolored hair. The way she acts, sometimes it's easy to forget that she's very old and very powerful witch. Now, if that was all you wanted... Yeah... She leaves me alone with crowds with whispers, Damien and brainwashing being first among them. Thanks, guys. Thanks for your support. I guess I have to write Damien and tell him that he's not allowed to come to the ball. What else did I do today? I'm going to the ball. Fuck it. I'm getting out of here. I'm window shopping. Caleb! Oh. Hi, Virginia. What? Is it true? Did you really forgive Damien? What? You wouldn't. Well, that's not exactly what happened. Yeah, it is. Oh, really? Because I heard that you asked Professor Pottston to let him come to the ball because he's your boyfriend now. That's kind of true, but... Kayla! What is wrong with you? On top of everything, he actually tried to kill you. He changed his mind! That's no excuse. You know what? Again, my business, my life, my soul, my decision. How could you? How could you forgive him after all that? Because I love him. I know it's crazy. I know it's bad for me. I know I shouldn't. But I love him anyway. And he feels the same way about me. He loves me, even if it kills him. My roommates stare at me. I shift awkwardly in place. Get out. What? If you're going back to him after everything he's done, then I don't want to do anything to do with you. You're destroying yourself, so I may as well say goodbye now. You don't mean that. Silence. Ellen? I agree with Virginia. But this is my room! You can come back at night to sleep. Fine. I don't need them! I don't need friends! All I need is Damien. To hell with them! I stumble into the hallway and then lean back against the wall and slide to the floor. Yeah, who needs them anyway? If they were really my friends, they would support me, right? I don't care that they're only looking out for me. This is my choice. Me. Me. This is it. The end of the school year. 2 more days of classes, then final exams, then the ball, and then we go home. Woo! Well, white magic then. I got one. Cause creatures... Okay, why would I want to do that? Someone knocks on our door. Good morning, here are your exam schedules for the day. She hands us a piece of paper. Wait, there's a mistake. We're all scheduled for the same time. Didn't you know? The final is a group exam. Does that mean if one of us fails, we all fail? I'm not sure. I guess we'll find out. After the class period, we arrive for our exam as instructed. All 3 of us. Hello, my spirited fillies. 'Cause we're horses, I get it. Today's exam works a bit differently than usual. You're all going to the dungeon together. Your task is to find the crystal orb and use your energy to light it up before the time runs out. It will not be easy to find, and you will face many dangers, and you need to work together to conquer this challenge. Good luck! She claps her hands and the world starts to spin. For a moment after the teleport, I'm not sure what happened. All around is complete blackness. Am I in the dungeon? Am I lost somewhere in a void? I'm standing on something, I think. Ellen casts a light spell, and our surroundings become dimly visible. We are in a vast, dark place. Empty and silent, far from any wall or landmark. Put that light out. It might attract monsters. But we can't see. If we all huddle around it, the light won't get far. We crouch close together. Oh, that was cool with the light effect. So now what? We wait for a moment, but this time no booming voice speaks overhead. Apparently Professor Potsdam's instructions were all we get. The rest is up to us. Wait, before we start, we should talk. Oh, now you want to talk to me? I wanted to talk to you before. I just wasn't sure you'd listen. She won't. It's a waste of time. We have to try. Kayla, you and Damien, you can see why we're upset, can't you? Can you see why I'm upset? Do you not see that? What if I understand you? You don't understand me. It doesn't work that way. You have to be willing to accept my ideas as I am willing to accept yours. Yeah. Plus, it's none of your business. It's not about you. That's why. Forget that it's you and him for a moment. Imagine that you had a friend who kept going back to a girlfriend who was hurting him and lying to him. Wouldn't you try to stop him? You really? Really? We're gonna do this now? We're gonna have an intervention in the middle of the final exam. Maybe, but that's not how this is. It kinda is. Everything's different now. He wants to change. See? She's not listening. You're not listening! People always say they'll change, then they don't. What the hell would you know about it? You don't know him, either of you. You never did. We know you, and we care about you. I'm afraid you're going to get seriously hurt. My choice. I can't stress that enough. She already was. Next time, there might not be a professor to save you, so it's up to us. I don't want to do this, but if it's the only way to show you how important this is, I want you to promise me. I want you to swear a solemn oath that you'll never speak to Damien again. Or else what? Or else I quit, and we all fail the final. You wouldn't! What? I'm sorry, I don't want to, but I don't know what else to do. If that's what it takes for you to understand that I'm serious, then... Virginia, you're not going to let her do this, are you? It was her idea, but I don't care that much about my grades anyway. What do you care? You're already making yourself miserable. What does it matter to you what does it matter if you make Ellen miserable too? Screw you! Screw you! So make your choice. Will you promise that it's over with Damien? No! 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 Screw you, screw your grades, screw the school. I don't need any of you. I don't need anything. All I need is Damien and us to be together. No, I won't. Ellen sighs. I know it's wrong for me to try to force you like this, but what am I supposed to do? We surrender. We give up. After the exam, Professor Potsdam takes some time to talk to each of us. That didn't turn out very well, did it? It wasn't my fault! I didn't even get a chance to try. Oh, but you did have a chance. It was because you failed to resolve matters with your roommates that you were unable to complete the exam. You're kidding me, right? They refused to resolve matters. They just wouldn't let it go. Social ties are very important in our world, Kayla. We all must be able to rely on each other. I don't care. I don't care. I don't even rely on anybody. But Damien, I don't need your politics. Here at school, you learn to cast spells, but you must also learn to build relationships that can count on in times of trouble. You might wish to speak to Miss Cochran on that, or for lessons on that subject. Unfortunately, I do have to send demerits to you now. Yeah. Since you're having so much trouble with your current roommates, I believe next year we will move you to a different hall. You'll find the Snake Girls more accepting of your choices. It's rude, Professor Potsdam. It's rude. Ah, right. I totally just got bumped to Slytherin. Totally happened. Whatever. I don't care. I don't need friends. I don't need the school. I don't need anything. Now relax. The worst is over. I'm glad you're happy about this. You have a dance coming up to enjoy. Except that I don't have a date for the dance, and she knows that. Unless she thinks I should forget about Damien and take someone else. But then why would she move me to Snake Hall instead of scolding me more about Damien? At least she kind of understands. I just don't understand her. There are no classes today or tomorrow. Everyone's relaxing, making plans for the dance, getting their pictures taken for yearbook. Funny, at my old school, picture day was near the beginning of the year, but here it's almost literally last minute. The whole thing has to be finished overnight. That's kind of impressive for the yearbook. But then, you know, magic. This is it, the last day. After the dance, my parents will come to take me home. I don't have a date for the dance, but that doesn't mean I can't go. I'll find some way to entertain myself. So now I need to get ready, just like every dance in high school. By myself. It's pink! Oh! It's not pink anymore, thank God! Ugh, pink. Purple? Question mark? Nah. What does this do? Ah, get out of here. Okay. Yeah, there's nothing there now. Yep. In the evening, bubbles. In the evening, I arrived at the freshly decorated gym in my finery. What? Alone? Yeah. The ceiling shimmers with translucent rainbow spheres, like enormous soap bubbles that never burst. The walls are masked with climbing ivory, and the stage is surrounded with flowers. A girl standing on the stage, I believe it's Karina, a senior from Snake Hall, wears a long white dress and a wreath of flowers and silver stars. The dancing hasn't begun yet, for every guest must process across the floor, alone or as couples, sometimes in threes or four, up onto the stage, and bow or curtsy before the Queen of the May, as she welcomes us to the court. Then we stand aside for the next entrance and watch in silence. I suppose it means everyone has a chance to be seen in their fancy clothes. The very last girl to walk on the stage or aisle is a junior I don't even know, whose hair is both blonde and pink at the same time. Instead of curtsying before the stage, she walks up to Karina and kneels before her, who places the crown of flowers on her head. Everyone applauds, and then the music begins. The floor fills with romantic partners spinning this way and that. There's Minnie and Keo, there's Ellen and Donald. Wait, when did that happen? Oh well. It's a lovely dance. Everything is sparkling, even the refreshments. I only wish I had someone to share it with. Every dance ever. I slip out early from the festivities and go for a walk. It's calmer out here. I can still hear the music of the dance in the distance, but without being buffeted by happy couples. Taking a seat on one of the benches, I look up at the stars and sigh. Why couldn't things have been different? Kayla? I turn. To find someone unexpected standing there. Looking quite dapper in his clothes. Good God. Damien! Surprise! What are you doing here? Not that I'm not happy to see you, but I wanted to dance with you. But the words don't affect me. What? He moves close, putting his arm around my waist and pulling me up against his body. His scent is smoke and spice and makes my head spin. I told you, I was part of a plan. A demon born without demons' weaknesses. I could have come back here at any time. Then why did you ask me to ask Professor Potsdam? To see if you'd do it. All of a sudden, he lowers his face to my neck, placing his lips against my skin. And then biting painfully. Painfully on what? That face is back! That face is back! That face of smirk of doom! He fucked up again. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die because I'm stupid. I'm stupid. You promised not to hurt me if I came to you. I promised not to hurt you that day. Oh, crap! You're delicious when you tremble, my little wild steed. Am I going to have to fight him? Is he going to take my soul? Just as quickly, he releases me. You should have seen your face. Ha ha ha! I thought I was gonna die! You're freaking hilarious, Damon! Ha ha! Damien! I thought I was gonna die. Hardy, har har. Oh, right. I told you I came here to dance. With you. If I wanted to harm you, I could have done that at any time. I just want you to know that you're mine, and I am yours. That's all I ever wanted to know. Oh. He sweeps a low, elegant bow. My lady, may I have this dance? Abso-freaking-lutely! He places a hand on my wrist, more gently this time, and I put my hand in his. Together, slowly, we waltz to the sound of a faraway song. After a while, Damien brushes back his hair and smiles at me. I should go, before anyone sees me. When will I see you again? I don't know. I'll write you over the summer. There's still a lot to work out. Thank you for coming. Of course I came. Goodbye, Kayla, for now. With a last wink and a blown kiss, Damien teleports away, leaving me alone in the night. With the best day ever! I was scared for my life, and then I wasn't, and then I was super happy and it was all romantic. Best day ever. But not for long. Oh, only moments after he's gone, someone else steps from the shadows. So that's what he was hiding. Professor Potsdam! You knew Damien was here? I know a lot of things. But you didn't attack him. What would I have learned that way? I don't care if you died, you already made that choice. Thank you! Thank you. I would have protected the other children, but your choice is your choice, and I can die if I want. Haha! Thanks, Professor Potsdam. She taps a finger on my nose. Wheels and wheels, hatchling. If you're going to play his game, you'd better learn to think ahead. Or just blindly trust him until I die. And put something on that mark before your parent sees. Oh! My hand flies to the sore spot on my neck. Right. Have a good night, dear. I will never understand her. Still, the evening wasn't a complete loss, was it? I got my dance after all. Oh, I want to take a moment. I love this name. Damien. Damien is just a beautiful name. I have often just said that I will name my firstborn son, first and only born son. I plan on having one child. His name will be Damien, because it's beautiful. Ramsey, I think that's hilarious. I don't know if they did it on purpose, but if anybody remembers, Gordon Ramsay, he runs Hell's Kitchen. Yeah. So there's some, I don't know if that's a thing, but if they did that on purpose, they're amazing. Okay! Damien's dance photo now added to the gallery. And so, the school year came to an end. We were freshmen no longer. Over the summer, we would look back on our yearbooks and remember the friends we had made while thinking about the adventures to come. There's a lot of magic out there waiting. Future career, diplomat. That makes sense. I did kind of pick the middle in a lot of things. And try to, yeah. Voted most likely to pick up hot food without gloves. Is it because I like to play with fire and dangerous things? Or I'm just stupid. Stupid works too. Remember that I will always be here for advice if you need it. Petunia Potsdam. I'm sorry things turned out badly. I hope we can still be friends, Ellen. See you next year, Minnie. Thanks, guys. You know, Ellen, I might be friends with you. As long as you don't say anything about me and Damien. But other than that, yeah, Virginia can just go jump off a cliff. I don't care. Get out of here, Virginia. Oh, you can upload the yearbook page. That's kind of cool. Well. Boop. Oh, okay. Well, that was Magical Diary. And I like the title page. But I thought it was really fun. It was a lot more convoluted than I thought it was. Damien's path was definitely really filled with ups and downs, like you didn't know what was going on. I don't know who else's path you can pick, but I'm sure that it's, any of them will be really cute. The writing was really good. For once the main character had a brain. That was nice. It was just me making stupid decisions trying to get her killed. But other than that, it's still on Steam. It might still be on sale, but if not, it's only $15, and I think for as much of a replay value as it has, totally worth it. Totally worth it. Check out what endings you can get. I might check out some more, and if they're really good, I might show them. But I'm not particularly sure. Well, thanks for hanging around. See you in whatever I play next, and peace out, y'all.